MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. Joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Enrique Pinto gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Eddie J.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
All right, make a turn, make a turn.
He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Digging in now, Brennan Davis. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. The 0-1 offering. Soft liner to the left side. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. So coming to the plate, David Farrell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
David Farrell.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. One there. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Standing in, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that one is gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season.
Ready for another chance, Enrique Pinto.
Enrique Pinto.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Roller right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Digging in once again, Eddie James. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. High and deep to center field. Center fielder going back. And that one is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping in, Adley Rutschman, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Yeah, we got one here.
Hard on the ground towards short. He's right there. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We're through 6 full. Milwaukee leads it 5-3. Into the box now, Connie Smalls.
Leading off for the Brewers, the third baseman, Connie Smalls.
Get him yourself right here.
This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Leading off the inning, Eddie James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if...
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget. Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
7-4 the final finish today. Milwaukee jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
No errors. They left 7 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Miguel Vargas, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Here's the first pitch to him. Green at second, Casto at first with no outs. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Gets a small piece near the plate. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Striding into the box, Eddie James, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Stepping in, Gabriel Arias. Here now the 2-2 is going to be a drag bunt. He gets it down. Throw to the plate, and he will beat the tag at the plate. It's now a 6-0 ball game. So credit him with an RBI, as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down. So digging in now, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubs are on top, 7-0. In now, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. De La Rosa is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now batting, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Brennan Davis. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And there he goes towards second. That's popped up. McLeod has got it, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Nothing in the Cubs' half of the ninth. On to the bottom half. Last chance now for the Brewers. They'll need 2, but as they've shown, they're capable. It's 10-8. Digging in now for the Brewers, Jeremy De La Rosa comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. The ground to the right side. And he is safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Now at the plate, Eddie James. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his 3rd knock of the game.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brennan Davis. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at 3rd with 1 away. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And there's out number 2. And the tag's there. He's out at 3rd base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. The Cubs lead this one 11-10.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
11-10 is the end of the line in this score. Chicago put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Quinn Priester claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs, 11 runs, 16 hits, no errors.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's going to be fun marveling at 2 of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Number 54 gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Farrell is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. A 0 for the Cubs to start the game. The Brewers coming to bat next. You're watching MLB Network. So in now for Chicago, Eddie James.
The first baseman, Eddie James.
Yeah, good rip on it, huh?
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left.
See it drive it, kid. See it drive it.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Now that the
So here's the cleanup hitter, Brennan Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on 2nd and 3rd, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Here now the 2-2. Runs up and gets this one down. Started to go to 2nd, but he'll go to 3rd instead. And he is out, retreating to 3rd as they slap the tag on him. Standing in, Eddie James. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Racing back to center fielder. Adios. pelota. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 10 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Well, D-Row, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, run.
Eddie James will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Smalls is under it. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they still lead it 3-2. So striding forward now, Eddie James. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame.
Get a good pitch right here. Here we go.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. Three-run home run down the line and right. His 2nd home run of the game, and the lead is now 7-2. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Chicago Cubs used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Jackson Rutledge earns his first win of the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victory.